All right, finally have it sorted out. I was having audio issues, but it's fixed now, and I finally got an airport that we can take off from as well too. But hello, Ibiza. And I decided to change the music because I wasn't really liking the other list so much right now. I don't mind it. I just felt like a different list today was needed. Mute the sim sounds for a minute. All right. So I was trying to remember where I have everything set up and stuff like that because I made a bunch of changes my last days off and I haven't used it since, and I kind of forgot where I moved a bunch of things around and how I set it up because I didn't do it right till around the time that I was heading back to work, so I just forgot it all. One thing I am going to do though is fix my microphone. It sounds like it's delayed in my headset again. I know what I did to fix that last time. Yeah, I know it sounds fine on your end. It's just on my end that it sounds weird. So I just wanted to fix it so it's synced up, so it's not sounding off to me when I'm not hearing myself talk like 10 seconds later. Eventually, I'm gonna get a what do you call it, a mixer and an XLR mic instead. So it's that whole delay thing with software kind of goes away from myself as well too, and it's just set up. And these audio issues that I had starting off with, that wouldn't have had them if I had that as well too. So yeah, that's gonna change. Don't know when, but it's gonna change. All right, so we're back in the RV14. I think in the last stream I did a flight in the Airbus. I was torn on what I wanted to do, but I was debating on doing some flying around the Badlands, and I was thinking Utah before, but decided to do South Dakota instead. So I don't think people do a whole lot of flying around this area in the sim. I don't know if there's really any POIs or anything either, but it should be a nice flight regardless. Oh, I don't know why. It's just nothing wants to work today. Even Navigraph charts is having issues for some reason. All right, so we're at Wall Municipal Airport. I did put the departure in the route command. We will probably end up landing back here as well too. I'm not too sure how long the flight's gonna be, but we're gonna kind of do pretty well like a circle more than anything. We're gonna take off, head south, and then head west, follow along Badlands National Park that way, and then come back around to the south end of it, and then head east, and then come back around on the north end again, and we should be able to land back here actually. I'm hoping that it's worth it. Judging by videos and maps and pictures, it should be pretty nice, but I'm not sure what it's like in The Sims, so we'll find out. All right. I think I have my track IR set. Should have taken an allergy pill before I started. All right, what button did I have set to that now? That one. Oh, come on. Unlock. There we go. All right, so that's on. Let's check and see what we have for fuel because I might top it up actually and get rid of the guy in the other seat again. Let's drop the payload. Let's do 70. That should be enough. At least I don't have to worry about getting low then at that point. All right. That's on. Oh, almost forgot about that. Oh, you might like some sim sounds. Where was that one again? I need to set up buttons for that. There we go. That's better. BFR. Punch this in. It's not like it matters, but might as well. It's there. It'll go on again when we get off the ground or start taxiing, I think, when it switches to ground. All right, so you can come off for now. That display's on. Hope the Windows updates don't do anything weird because I've been lucky so far that I've had no CTDs with MSFS since the last update compared to some other people, so we'll see what happens. I will turn that on too. Autopilot on just in case we use it at some point. Probably going to do more hand flying again, I think, but we'll see. There we go. Now that's centered for where I'm sitting. All right, let's zoom in, see where we're at on the airfield. I don't know what the winds are here because I doubt there's going to be a VTOL for this airport. But you never know, there might be. Nope. But there was one for a KPHP, which is probably the closest to us, which is 320 out 22 knots, gusting 34. See if we can find a windsock here. Temperature in the sim is showing 16. Their METAR is showing 17. So we're getting our weather from somewhere else, I think. Let's see. Yeah, nothing there for that one, obviously. So it probably is taking it from Phillips Airport. Nope, nothing there either. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. We'll have a good lurk. I'll try not to be too noisy either. Alright, let's just find a windsock. Ideally, if we're getting those winds, we should be taking off 3-0, so we're pretty well right there. So there should be a windsock somewhere around here. I think, why wouldn't there be one at the ramp? Beats the radio? Okay. All right. Park break. Always found it so much easier to lean into playing out in X-Plane than in this for some reason. It's like it's more delayed. You know what? I forgot to change my multiplayer to turn it back on again from when I was getting some B-roll stuff last night for making some changes for the stream starting and stuff. There we go. Now people will be able to join in if they want to. If they... It's doing that again. Okay, that's set. God. Why does it do that? This is the second time it's done this. Where it's acting like it's a tail dragger when it's not. Why is that happening? Why is that happening? The flaps. Oh. Oh, this is starting to get annoying. It's only started happening after the last sim update. This never happened before. The front end's a lot more springy than it was before. It's almost like it wants to bounce more. I wonder if there was an update in the Orbic Central yet for it. I gotta log into that too. Doesn't look like it. All right. Re-zero it is. See, like, the center of gravity's off for some reason. It's really bizarre. It's right now all the weight's forward, but yet this is happening. Just stay up on the wheel. Wicked. think I might be switching to a Cessna 172 for a bit instead of flying this. Getting some stutters today too for some reason. I think I'm gonna stay fairly low, probably climb to 4,500 for now and then see if we gotta go higher at some point. Shouldn't have to. Alright, we'll make a turn to the south. We'll follow the highway down. Or the interstate. Hello, barbecue beef. How are you doing today? Loading? Alright. Don't worry about typos. You already know I make lots of them. Do a couple patterns around here then. Well, not really patterns, but I'll just fly around circles for now. It was fun trying to find an airport around here that actually matched up with the ICAO that you'd see on Google. we're descending. Not doing a very good job of keeping it level lately. Funny, every once in a while at the start of the route command it puts like an extra symbol in there for some reason. But then the next time it doesn't show up. One thing about this plane is you can please two different types of people. The people that like north up and the people that like track up. Hydrating already? God, I'm gonna be peeing soon. Oh, that's me opening a bottle of water. There were a lot of little airstrips around here, but like none of them were showing up in the sim for some reason. Hello, Iowa Scotsman. How's your Wednesday going, Iowa? Hopefully not too busy, even though I'm sure you're probably working still. Oh, climbing again. Sucks as usual. Yeah, shouldn't. I probably didn't even read the ask then. We'll switch tanks. Put my hat on today and my head's itchy for some reason. Look, Gustavo. Good to see you again. I feel like every time you fly out, it's at night now. For me, it seems like it's always in the afternoon. Now, I used to do lots of flying in the sim at night and stuff, but usually it's in the afternoon now. Go off until we switch tanks again. That sounded weird, like it didn't catch my first word. Or at least I didn't hear it catch it. I don't know. There's barbecue beef in the SR-22. Alright, we'll fly along the interstate here for a little bit, and then there should be a road that we can follow going south. That'll take us down towards where we want to start flying west. Actually, this road right in front of us. Actually, you know what? Let's follow the interstate a little bit longer. We'll head down to right around that point there where there's another curve, and then we'll head in. So far it looks like it might be kind of promising. At least it'll be nice. We're not be able to see like all the kinds of different rock formations and stuff that would be there, but it's looking like it should be pretty decent. Alright, gonna make a turn and start heading southwest for a little bit, and then we'll make a turn going west once we get closer to where see more of that. Oh, climbing again. What I'll do is I'll set at 4500 just in case I decide to turn the autopilot on, then we're ready to go for that. Then head and set that to just in case. It actually looks like the scenery should be pretty decent. Put that on too just in case. Yaw damper. And the lights can come off. It already looks better than what we were seeing in southwest Saskatchewan and that little part of southeast Alberta when we did that last a couple weeks ago, that flight. You can tell that wind's pushing us south. Thinking right now we've got a pretty good crowd because it looks like we're going kind of sideways. Should have looked at the map a little closer. If I would have, well, if I would have had more time, I could have, and then seen if there was actually any UIs around here or not. Yeah, it does. There's another place like that in Alberta called Drumheller. Well, you probably know that barbecue beef. That's kind of like the same kind of. Well, even now it's like the Badlands of Alberta too. So you'd think this would be kind of the same kind of deal, actually. 'Cause I know you. That's one of the places where they've always talked about dinosaur bones and stuff too. Is out there. Yeah, that wind's really blowing us sideways right now. Use the rudder pedals. Yeah, the old tar pits. There's actually quite a few places like this that I kind of want to do some flying around in the sim. So I might kind of do like a bit of a tour of like different Badlands and different areas of the U.S. and Canada and stuff like that. Actually, this wind's just right now we're pointing directly west and it's pushing us southwest. It looks like. Let's see what the winds are showing in here. Oh yeah. I was making some homemade soup today. I can start smelling that too, actually. Probably gonna be hungry before I'm even done. Lasagna sounds good though. Just cut out traffic and you're hungry now. Still 28 knot wind. Looks nice. It's just too bad you don't see some of the different kind of rock formations and stuff. Unless there's different areas where that stuff is, and I just haven't seen it yet. You have some garlic butter in a baguette too. I did go to the store and buy some buns this morning to have with it too. Just dinner rolls. The only thing I forgot to do is get an onion though, to cut up to put in it. But I can have everything else. You've learned from the French. It's actually going to be a little bit quicker than what I figured it was going to be. Yeah, we can still go pretty far east, actually. Oh, descending again. Right over there is where it pretty well ends, I think. So when we get to that point, we'll make a turn and start heading east. Oh, descending again. I don't know why, but I've been having a hard time keeping this level lately. That sounded weird. It almost kind of sounded like I was underwater for a second. What do you put in your lasagna, barbecue beef? Anything special or just the regular stuff? Hello, Sam Boss. How's your morning going? Just dandy for now? That's good. Just started work? Ooh. Hopefully that goes smooth. Not too long of a day, hopefully. Alright, so I think we'll make that turn and head east now. Oh, climbing now. Alright, this should be good. Sure, the winds will push us south a little more too, so this should work out fine. Drop down a little bit though. There's that dial. I guess with it being November, you guys are starting to get pretty warm down there now, aren't you, Sam Boss? And you're getting into your summer months now? Some hot swings and cool swings. So it's still back and forth then. That's good. At least it's not hot constantly yet then. That's a bit of a change. 25 to 35 degrees. Wow. Our temperatures are this year were a little more consistent during the summer actually. Sure cooled off in the last couple weeks though now. Right after Thanksgiving we went from like the mid to high 20s down to now we're in the low teens. I don't be able to get as low as what I was thinking. What is that, a tree? Not too sure. I don't know, 3,500 will work. Alright, turn a little more east again. Head over this way. Gotta quit pulling back in the joystick when I'm making turns. Oh yeah, I forgot I didn't have that set up for audio yet. That's something I got to get sorted out still, is that and GSX. Hello, private pilot. This one's maybe another half an hour long. And then after that, we'll find somewhere else to go. Maybe I'll jump Hell or Alberta, actually. That might work out alright. Same type of flying again. I think we've been up in the air now for around a half an hour. We're around a little more than the halfway point, so it should be about another half an hour. I'm forgetting to switch tanks again. You still had frost the other morning, Sandboss? I just read that now. That's quite strange with those temperatures. Getting that high during the day anyways. Actually, I guess in Golden, when I was there, what would that have been, 3 weeks ago? It was around the same, actually. Or not Golden, Revelstoke. I feel like I'm shouting again when I have my headphones on both ears. The route command. If you take off from that airport, we are right around that general area because we just took off from there and we're headed back around to the land there again as well too. So yeah, you're not far from us if you take off there. Actually, I guess barbecue beef had to leave. Probably dinner time. Yeah, so right now we're just heading kind of northeast, and then we're going to be turning back east again, following this the rest of the way until we get to a road that takes us up towards Kadoka, and then we'll head back up and follow the interstate back to Wall Municipal there. But don't put it into the ground before then. I think we go to Drumheller, though. I'm gonna fly the 172 instead of this, though. Maybe. Actually, maybe I'll switch to a tail dragger. I've never flown a tail dragger of this yet. Or we can always go into the Carbon Cub instead, too. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of, Sam Boss. Maybe we'll do that one instead of doing the tail dragger. I don't mind a tail dragger either, but I just haven't flown it much lately. Yeah, I do that even with the rudder pedals too, though. So for me, it would make no difference. But yeah, I could see that being an issue, though. Well, I think at this point now we're out of the national park, but there's still a little bit to look at. Because now there's a lot more of that kind of land you're used to seeing in the plains. Or the prairies, depending where you're at. Yeah, I think we'll take the X Cub next. Then you got the good view out both sides as well too, sitting right in the middle like you are in that plane. winds are a little bit less here, but I'm sure once we get farther north, they'll probably pick up back up again near the airport. Ah, there you are. You're in the King Air. Next couple will be a little bit slower too, because I'm pretty sure the next flight will be a little bit shorter than this one, because around Jump Heller I don't think there's as big of an area as this for this type of scenery. I don't think. I can't remember for sure though. What I will do is put the autopilot on now though and take a look and figure that next flight out. Oh, header mode's what I wanted. There it is. Maybe not. Nope, there's the header mode now. Alright, let's take a look at Google Maps quickly. So what we could do is take off from where could we take off from? I don't want to take off north of Drumheller and fly south, actually. I'm just trying to figure out where we can take off from. Or we just take off from Drumheller and head north. I got a couple ideas. Alright, let's turn and head north. Oh, we got Wings Daddy too. So I think what we'll do is we'll take off north of Drumheller and we'll follow the river going south towards Drumheller. If I can find an airfield up that way. We need somewhere to depart from. What we'll do when we get back up to the interstate here, we'll make our turn to the west and we'll follow the interstate back up to the wall. There's gotta be an airfield around there. There we go. We can take off from Settler and head west at that point. And then when we get to the river, we'll just follow the river south, Drum Howler. That'll work. Alright, we're still on the left tank. Still good. Alright, there's the interstate. Yeah, the wind's picking back up again. So if we turn it just right, we'll get blown along it. Thank you for the following, Daddy. Private Pilot, thanks for the follow too. Alright, what was the elevation again there? 28, 13. We're already well below the pattern altitude, actually. Is your lasagna ready, barbecue beef? All gone? Sam boss. You're beside me now. Is that the black square one you're flying, private pilot, or are you flying the default one that came with the sim? I like the black square one. I don't fly it enough though. I don't know how long that flight's gonna be next. Should be around, probably say around a flight time as this one actually. Actually, it's gonna be a fair bit shorter, but this slower plane, it should be good. But I think what we'll do is we'll follow the Red Deer River, which will take us right down to Drumheller, which should be good, and then we can fly a little bit south of there, and then come back north. So it should be close to probably like 70 miles worth of flying by the time we're done. Oh, mini turn. I was debating about doing a flight on Pilot Edge tonight too, but I don't. I gotta get under a little more and get used to it again before I start doing anything like that on a stream. So I'm not making too many mistakes while I'm looking at chat and stuff too, and getting distracted really easy. So at this point, we'll probably will be making a straight in for 3-6, I think it was. Or 3-0, I mean. I haven't been around a Conti stream much lately, Sandboss. Is he doing World Flight again this year? I imagine he is because he's done it the last 2 years. You probably get there more than I do. I haven't been in there for... I think it's been like a couple months since I watched one of his streams now. He is? Okay. Thanks. I figured as much, but I just wasn't sure whether if he might have had different plans this year or not. So he's not gonna... Yeah, I think last year it almost kind of seemed like it was getting to be a bit too much for him, where he was even tired after it. Because near the end, it's like he kind of started doing less legs than what he was at the start of it, I think. If I remember right, I could be wrong. He's been doing longer streams anyways, from what I've seen. Usually starts like around 2 p.m. and he usually goes through till, I don't know, pretty late actually. Yeah, it does. I think he was putting more pressure on himself last year to do certain flights too. Hello, house. You missed out last year because your thesis was due? That sucks. How's your day off going, house? It is your day off, isn't it? Your last day off, and then you go back to work tomorrow. I think what I'm going to do is put the arrival in here. There we go, it's drawn in the extended line for it. Off Wednesday, Thursday, different this week then, like you said. Switch tanks.
All right.
And Hells, thank you for the resub with your Prime sub too. Six months. I was just looking, you've been following for almost a year now too, actually. That's quite a while now. Didn't realize it's been that long. Oh. Flew past that extended center line for the runway. Alright. There's our airport. Didn't realize we were that close already. Oh. What, we got 2 red, 2 white. The winds weren't too strong. We could have come in from the other way instead and taxied right in instead of having to back taxi. Or we can always just clear the runway and taxi on the grass. Doesn't really matter. Oh. I get a feeling this one's gonna be rough. It's floating pretty good. Yeah, there's a bunch of them that are showing closed for some reason in the sim. I've noticed lately, a lot of the smaller ones. And you look on Navigraph or anywhere else and it shows they're open still. I don't know if that's a Navigraph thing or what. There was one we landed at last week that was the same thing too. Yeah, who cares about the pappies? We'll clear them. Barely. Alright, we'll get back on the pavement. All right. Got to turn those off already. Thanks for flying along, Private Pilot. And barbecue beef and wing daddy. I know barbecue beef you had to leave, but thanks for flying along before though too. All right, so what I'll do is I'll update the route command right now, and then we'll get ready for the next one. Oh. All right, that's updated now. The next one. Looking forward to more flights. Thanks. Uh, the next one will be in the. Actually, I forgot to change that too. It's gonna be in the X Cub. He crashed into Badlands eating lasagna. At least you went down with a full belly. I was wondering. I seen you just suddenly disappeared, so I wasn't sure what happened or anything like that. All right, so never mind. That doesn't work. I forgot I didn't add the mic to that screen. So we'll just do it like this. It'll be comparable, Private Pilot. I'm sure. I'm pretty sure it will. Could do that one too. It's not like I need anything with an autopilot or anything like that. Because it's just going to be VFR, so it doesn't really matter. Let's take a look and see what we have. I was going to do the 172, but I like the idea of using one of the other ones because at least it'll have the better views outside. Yeah, so 126 knots. Let's see what a Savage Cub is. I can always pull the power back if I need to a little bit also, but the Savage Cub should be around the same. I could have sworn I had the Savage Cub too. There it is. Oh, 91 knots. Yeah, I can pull the power back. It would be fine. I can I can go slow with it still. You do have an X Cub? Okay. Or whatever you want to fly though too. Like if you want to fly the Savage Cub, I can always pull the power back. I'm good either way. I'm gonna fly the one with the trike wheels though, like Sandboss was saying. Thought I had more liveries for that. Guess not. All right. So Charlie Echo Juliet 3. Oh, good. It is showing up. Stetler is there. Yeah, that list too. I noticed is like you're probably were looking properly too, but I always find that when I'm looking for stuff, it's not quite in the order that you would think it would be for some reason. It's really weird, like the order that stuff's in compared to like what I was used to seeing in X Plane and stuff as well too. It'd be nice if you could separate the airliners from like the GA stuff instead, but it doesn't really give you the functionality to do that. Like you could search, but it'd be nice if it actually had like a separate list for each of them, like a separate grouping. Thinking my view might be a little bit too low. Oh crap, I pushed that now. That's a little bit too high. I can mess around with that after actually. Oh. Ah, that should be fine. Pretty sure we got more than enough fuel too, so we're good there. I will be right back. I just gotta go take care of something, and I'll be back in not even 2 minutes. Raja. I can't wait to get a better mic so you don't hear my chair creak anymore either, or get a better chair. I hear a plane running, so I'm being waited on. Oh, got a couple. All right, let's get fired up. We're already on the left tank, it looks like. It's been a while since I've used this plane. I feel like a noob flying this again. Alternator's on. Av's on. House. Yeah, one of those GT Racing brand share. I'll have to take a look at those actually. I'm trying to think of a new one to get. I just can never think of which one to get. Okay, more options. Wind vector. Right now the winds are 250 at 13 knots. I think I gotta reset my position a little bit. I feel like I'm sitting a little bit too low actually. That's a little better. Yeah, that's the thing, is I'm not looking for anything too fancy either. I just want something that's comfortable and something that's gonna last me for at least a few years, because I know Sim was trying to get me to buy some chair that he has, but he says you get a 10-year warranty with it and it's a really good chair, like it's got good lumbar support and stuff too and things like that. But the thing is, it's like I can't justify going and spending $1,900 on a chair. That guy's got expensive taste, it sounds like. Alright, let's taxi. We're actually pretty well right there anyways. Wonder if I can hit these buildings. Nope. Alright. So Private Pilot's there, Barbecue Beef is there, and Wing Daddy's there too. Yeah, $1,900. I think it was like, well, obviously down there for him it would have been a little bit cheaper, but up here, if I was to get that chair, it's $1,900 Canadian. So there's no way in hell I can't afford that anyways. Wow, my rudder pedals are really sensitive in this plane. So this will be interesting. Alright, I'm ready to go whenever you are. I think. Oh yeah, I guess my AGT is not doing anything in this. I forgot to change that setting for the default planes. Yeah, I get it that it would last you like a long time and stuff, and obviously you get like the warranty and you get what you pay for as well too, but it's just like to come up with that much all at once when you got other stuff that you got to deal with too, it's not possible. I've already gotten carried away way too much in the past too with other things that I gotta be better with that stuff now too. Not just going to get it because I want it, just get it. I need to get it because I need it, and that's it now. I want to be on standby. All right, so I'm gonna keep going in this direction until we get to. Gotta head off. Okay, Sam Boss, thanks for coming around today, and good to see you. And hopefully, the rest of your day is goes well, and we'll see you again. I gotta make a different profile for this plane for my rudder pedals. Yeah, now it's hard to say for anything too, isn't it, House? It looks like it should be the river right up there, actually. Or is that just a couple small lakes? No, that's the river. I think it is. Alright, trim out. I never did put the landing lights on or the strobe lights. Or the fuel pump when we took off. That's not the river. The river's farther up still. We just took off from Stettler, which is Charlie Echo Jolf, or Charlie Jolf. Charlie Echo Juliet 3, and we're heading down towards Drumheller, so we're following the river down towards Drumheller, actually. There's a name I see quite a lot on Twitch, but I never get to say hello or anything. Hello, can't do. Thank you for the raid. Hello, Moendo. Thank you for the follow as well, too, and thank you, Backed for the follow, too. Designed by Dave, hello. Romeo Alpha Delta, hello. Jersey, hello. I don't have the info command yet. And Moendo, hello again. Bakes. MC Gaming, hello. And Clayhead, thank you for, hello. And Romeo Alpha Delta, thank you for the follow. Thank you for spreading the love. We'll make sure to do the same too. And Boss Game and SA, hello, thank you. Welcome on in too. No Can Do, thank you for the follow. Bakes Gaming, thank you for the follow. I'm gonna start messing up with my fly now, trying to look at the chat at the same time. Hope you're all doing well today. Thank you for the follow, and I hope you had a good stream and everything. And yeah, we just took off from Stettler in Alberta, and we're gonna fly south towards Drumheller, checking out the Badlands of Alberta. We just finished flying in South Dakota, doing the same kind of thing actually. So we moved up here and started doing the same thing here. My flying hasn't been great right now because, yeah, as you can see, I get distracted easy. Where's the river? There's the river. Yeah, but thanks again for the raid. Can Do, and thank you for the follow too, and I really do appreciate that. I just never know what to say. I never have enough to say. Yeah, that was the Badlands National Park house in the last flight. Looked a lot better than what we were looking at in Alberta before, in South Saskatchewan. My plane is in the RUP command. I use all the basic commands and stuff still. I just never got around to setting up slant. What is it? Is it Slam 42 for that? I have the free version still, but I just haven't got around to setting up the rest of Flow yet for that command. So at some point I'll end up doing that. I just haven't done it yet though, because I just haven't had time to set up the extra features, stuff that you get with it and things like that, because I work a lot. So trying to get it streaming like this normally isn't very easy actually, so I just, yeah. When I take holidays is usually the time that I kind of invest a little bit more time into it and stuff, and that'll be coming up soon too, hopefully. Yeah, we just taken off. We should have... It's around another 43 miles to our destination, but we'll probably fly a little bit south there and loop back around, so it's probably going to be closer to like 70 miles still actually. So I'm not planning on landing there right away. We'll probably go a little bit south still and then turn back and head north and then come in that way actually. What I am going to do is pull the power back a little bit though. Yeah, the free version's actually really good house too. Like, I like it because it's just one click instead of having to always go up and wait for the menu pop up like that. I know that's not hard either, but it's nice just having it right there wherever your mouse pointer already is. But there are a lot of things that you do get with the paid version too, from what even Peter was telling me about that actually. There's a few people that have actually mentioned it to me. Peter, Vega, I think. Ascended Gravity, I'm pretty sure has mentioned it too. Server, I always put that in the title actually, Jersey, so it's... We're on the West USA actually. That's one reason why I gotta get that set up at some point though, so that everything's all in one spot like that. And instead of having to do it all through Streamlabs. I don't know if you can with the free version. I'd have to ask. I think Tim Dog's been working on stuff for that. I'm trying to think of who else has been actually. There's been a few names that have popped up and I just keep forgetting who they are now. I'm gonna head over and fly on the west side of the river actually. Yeah, lots of people are using it. That's why everybody keeps coming in using the !! info command too. Because at first I didn't know why that was being used everywhere, and then somebody told me about it. It was either here or in SimStream, I think. Who else has been making stuff in that? Not Skipper Jeff, I don't think. Damn it, the name's gonna come to me later, I know it. Not Skipper Jeff. I know Skipper Jeff's doing WB Sim stuff and all that, but... I wonder if it was Stick Figure. Somebody's name that starts with an S. It's not Samboss, I know that. That reminds me, I really need to fly that Cessna 172 more. As soon as I mentioned Skipper Jeff's name, it's like... I haven't actually used that plane since I reinstalled the sim yet. So it's going to be like starting off new again too, I think, when I get in there and actually use it. I'll probably fly that on Friday, actually. When we're not doing so much of like the sightseeing type flights and stuff, so I can look on both sides like I can right now. Then I'll be able to... Right, I'll probably try to do like a VFR or an IFR flight in a minute instead. Use the GPS and everything. Oh, you joined in too. Thanks for flying along. I haven't been in Edson's stream for a long time, House. There's not too many streams that I get to watch anymore or have the time to watch, and I feel bad for not being around either, but... It's like, when I'm not on here, I'm usually doing other stuff for work again. Like, it's just everything's piling up right now. Still got a bunch of stuff I gotta do, actually. This is the Red Deer River, actually. That RB-14 is a lot easier to keep level than this. Find it trims a lot easier. Even though I wasn't really proving that earlier, though. Alright, let's climb. I feel like I'm gonna have an incident if I stay this low. Red Deer's farther west of here, actually. But it's the Red Deer River, though. Red Deer's actually not too much farther east, but it's a little bit farther east. Or west, I mean. I feel like it's the first time flying this plane again. Just with the way it handles and everything, like it's completely different than the RV-14 that I've been used to flying lately. Starting to look up more a little more rocky now. The river valley's starting to look a little more wider now too. A lot of people flying in Alberta today, actually. More than normal. Oh, we're descending again. That'll probably be the next thing I'll probably get, actually, would be that full version of Flow. I don't really know if I need any other planes right now, other than maybe the... Actually, I wouldn't mind getting either the 414 or the 310 now. Or even the Comanche. I just gotta make sure I have time to actually enjoy them now. Oh, I haven't been switching tanks at all. I forgot to turn the fuel pump on when I switched tanks. I think Red Deer is probably... That's Olds. Sundry. Yeah, Red Deer's actually around, say, 40 miles northwest of us right now, actually. All right, Private Pilot, thanks for flying along again, and thanks for the follow and everything too, and hopefully we'll see you soon. I look forward to flying along with you again if you're able to. Have a good night. MSman77, thank you for the follow too. Hopefully I said that right. Alright, have a good night. Doing terrible flying this plane. I find it's kind of more all over the place compared to like the RV-14, which flies a little more. You need less input, it feels like, in the RV-14 actually. Yeah. That's the other thing I've been wanting to get to is a wheel for truck sim and stuff, but it's money I don't need to spend on that either. I've even been wanting to get farm sim too. Maybe wait and see what goes on sale later in the year. Maybe there'll be sales for Black Friday too or something. Have to see. So I'm thinking instead of landing right away, maybe what we'll do is we'll head. Yeah, we'll keep heading south along the river actually, and then come back and land. Hello, Zybok. Good to see you again. How's your Wednesday going? Or is it Thursday where you are now? I can't remember where you said you were now. I know you told me before. I'm pretty sure you did, actually. Denmark, that's right. Pretty sure you told me the first time you came in here. My memory's terrible, though. How's your Thursday going then? Maybe I should have taken the RV-14 still instead. Probably would have been a smoother ride for you guys to watch too, instead of a lot of this up and down. It's going good? That's good. It's going all right. It's been a little bit. I was busy this morning doing stuff for work still, even though I'm on my day off, but other than that, it's a good Wednesday though. Afternoon's been a lot more relaxing, sitting here getting to do this actually, so I can't complain. It's actually Always makes me feel better doing this, actually. I kind of wish I could stream more. I should say good instead. It's not just okay, it's good. Alright, I think I should probably put the autopilot on instead of bouncing around so much. Alright, we'll set that to 160 for now. Keep forgetting about the accelerated speed on the dials. Alright, so heading. Flight director's on already. Yikes. Alright, that's a little better. Now I can pay attention more to other stuff too than worrying about my hand fly now being all over the place. Oh yeah, we still need to be on the right tank, which we are. Going quicker than what I wanted to be. So we'll pull that back a little bit still. Now something I gotta remember to go change is my mixture so that it's not on auto anymore on the default Sobo planes. Like being able to adjust that myself. Forget about that because I don't fly these ones very often actually. That's true, Zybok. It's almost like when you're looking at it, even though you're in the sim, it's like it just kind of takes your mind off of everything else too, and you just sit here and enjoy it. Even flying the flights in the airliners as well too. Like it's just going through the process of setting everything up with the FMC or McDoon and everything, and just go through the process. Like you get focused on that, and it just takes your mind off of everything. It's funny how much of a distraction flying in the sim could be, and it's a good distraction too for the most part. All right, let's take a peek outside. Am I saying your name right, Jersey, or is it a different way to say it? But thank you for flying along though. I'm not sure, but I wonder if we have a couple other people back there flying along too. We did have... We got Wing Daddy flying along still, and the... Then barbecue beef. We had private pilot earlier, he had to leave though. Barbecue beef isn't distracted anymore eating this lasagna. Try not to butcher the formation too much for you. I'm terrible at formation flying. Probably make a slight turn up here to keep following the river though. Our destination airport is right around here somewhere, but I want to keep on going south though. I don't want to end yet. I think what we'll do is there's another airport farther down actually. It's Charlie Delta or 02, which is Drumheller Ostergaards. We're not gonna go there, but we'll fly down in that general direction, or not down in that general direction, but when we're due east of there, that might be when we'll make a turn back up towards the arrival actually. So we'll still keep following the river, but we'll head down so that we're east of there and then turn around and come back. I can never remember a house. I'm not that in touch with that kind of stuff. Alright, we'll make our turn now to probably 110. Thinking should work. They do, and they grow canola, I think, too, in a lot of areas out here. And I'm not sure about corn. I know, like, where I live, there's quite a bit of corn that gets grown around here, but I'd imagine probably that. Yeah, probably that too. Let's see, I can Google it. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff. Wheat, oats, barley, canola, pulses. Spring wheat. Dry peas. That was a different one I didn't know about. And obviously just like hay as well too. The breadbasket province, sure. I wonder if you looked up certain areas in the sim and flew around there. I wonder if you'd actually see like the canola fields and stuff, like the yellow that would come from them. That'd be kind of neat. Yeah, pretty much house. Pretty sure it'd be around probably a lot of the same stuff. I think the only provinces you probably notice that'd be different would be like the eastern provinces, like Nova Scotia, Newfoundland, Edward Island, and like out here too in BC where we have our berry farms and stuff too. Because I don't think you would see much for berry farms out in Alberta or Saskatchewan unless they're like in a greenhouse type deal or something, maybe. Possibly. Make a slight turn here so we don't start getting too far away from the river. I think the wind is kind of pushing us off a little bit. I think we'll change to 120 actually. Must be enough of a wind correction too. All I can smell is my soup now. I'm getting hungry from it. Oh, we got a Moet. I think he was trying to sneak up on me again. Yeah, well, we got our dairy farms 2 house actually. That's the other thing. And then you also have your orchards too, like with the grapes and stuff. And other fruit, obviously. Mushrooms are another thing growing out here. Lots of greenhouses actually in the lower mainland where I live. You must go. All right, Jersey. Thank you for flying along, though. I really do appreciate that, and hopefully we'll see you again. Thanks again for the follow, too. Windmills at your location. We'll have to go that direction and take a look. Ah, same thing. Turbines, windmills, they're all the same. At least in my opinion. That's another thing you see a lot in southern Alberta is the wind farms and stuff, actually. Just because you get quite a bit of wind out here, usually. At least this time of the year. I remember there was one time I was flying into Calgary, and I think it would have been... Probably would have been October, too, and... I remember it was on a 737 with WestJet, and we had to circle around a few times before we could finally land, actually. And I remember having to drive south to Fort McLeod for work because that's where we were staying. And I remember just how windy it was. Like, you didn't even want to go outside with the wind. You get down in like the Crow's Nest area, kind of down near like Pincher Creek and stuff. There's a lot of wind farms down there. We'll have to go take a look at that one day, actually. Yeah, that too. I know somebody was saying one day that, you know, the wind turbines that are showing up north of Palm Springs Airport? They were saying that there's like a lot more there in the symbol than what there actually is IRL, though I was kind of wondering about that, whether if that's actually true or not. Something's not right. It's almost like Moet's having problems or something right now with the sim for some reason. Or maybe I'm having issues. There's lots on the way to Vegas too. We'll have to do a flight from there like low one day and take a look at all that actually. Oh, I should switch tanks again. Ah, okay. Alright, I think I'm gonna get out here before I hit one of them. So there was another river to the west of us. Well, I guess now it's northwest. Maybe I'll head in that direction and follow that back up towards Drumheller instead. You thinking it's the I-10 freeway? Alright, let's go a little more west, actually. I'm actually surprised we didn't clip any of them. I'm pretty sure they're not just there like for visual. I'm pretty sure you actually can run into them too, which I tried not to do. House. Or Moat, I mean. It used to catch me off guard all the time, but I'm almost at the point now where it's like I'm almost kind of expecting it now, and I look and I'm like, oh, he is there. You're almost flying more like you're in the Kit Fox or something instead. We'll have to go take a look at that. Alright, so that's our river right ahead of us. Looking on Navigraph maps, it looked like it would have been longer than that, but it's not. Glass Monkey, when I looked at that name, I thought Gas Monkey at first. Alright, so we're pretty well at pattern altitude for that airport. For our arrival anyways. Maybe like 100 feet below, but that's it. Alright, we'll turn to the east. Or northeast, I guess. I feel like this flight went quicker than what I wanted it to. Or quicker than I was hoping. Thinking maybe we'll go. Let's go a little bit farther south, actually. I was looking at the map. It looks like the terrain changed a little bit, so I'm wondering if it does in the sim too, actually. I'm wondering if it's representative of what I'm seeing on the map, the satellite image or whatever in Navigraph. Everybody's already heading towards the airport, though. I feel bad changing it again, so let's go that direction. I'm looking there, and you're starting to get kind of more the clouds in the ortho instead, too, so I'd imagine maybe it's not going to look that great. Now let's hand fly now. I always forget with this plane, as soon as you turn the autopilot off, it wants to pitch up for some reason. Now get off my lawn. Oh yeah, I didn't put the flaps down before. pretty well right in the middle for the fuel. Well, let's go back to the right tank. All right, land the lights on. All right, there's the beacon. Pretty sure the runway runs north to south too. Look what you can do with a truck IR. Yep. There's the city of Drumheller. Or town. I'm not sure how big Drumheller actually is. Hello, the real Taragoth. Alright, join the left base. Or this would be a right base, actually. We're already way low. Not good. It's a good thing I'm not on pilot edge right now, flying with Goldsy controlling or anything. Well, Goldsy, crap, you probably, what's the term? Razz me a little bit. Make fun of me for it, but in a jokingly way, obviously. How's your day going, Tyro? Good to see you. Oh, this isn't gonna end well. Ah, now it's a direct crosswind. Great. Oh, God. Ah. Come on. Smooth. Oh. That was a little firm. But I was on the center line pretty well. Get off my runway, punk. Getting late there, but midweek is always busy. I am enjoying the stream. It's actually been really nice today. Relaxing. People joining in, flying along too. It's been good. Good people coming by too, like yourself also. I hope by the time your week's over, it's a little bit more relaxing. Oh, I'm gonna butcher this name too. Artuzis. Thank you for the follow. Hopefully I said that right. Good enough? Well, if I could do better, I'd rather do better with it. Artussis? I'm just gonna make it worse, probably, I'd imagine. Alright. So The first day was fine. Okay, thank you. You can call me whatever you want to, though I'm fine with that. All right. Just not late for dinner? Okay. Let's go to the drone cam and we'll get a screenshot this flight actually, because I forgot to get one the last one. Actually, you know what? I don't need to worry about that. I don't know who's all here anyways too, so I can put the names in Discord right away for it too. And then I can add Pilot Daddy in there, or Private Pilot that was flying too before. What I am gonna do is actually turn the name tags off for everybody else that's there. Oh, wrong button. Tab, there we go. All right. So, played some screenshots. All right, Zebok, have a good night. Good. Thanks for stopping by again, too, and chatting, and we'll see you next time. All right, that's done. Oh, there goes boy. A stretch? Oh, I see you redeemed that too. Okay, we'll do a stretch. Oh, of course, the cat's hovering on my feet too, so I'm just about ran her over with the chair. Later, all right, King Wing Daddy. Thanks for flying along, and hopefully we'll see you again. Thanks for the follow too. Bye, Real Tiger Goth. Have a good night. We'll see you next time. Enjoy your company too all the time. For sure we do. I do, and I do, I mean. Alright, so I was debating about doing another flight, but maybe what I'll do is hold off on that. I should go check on dinner actually and make sure that everything's going good with that, and then so I'm not eating again late. So I know Sim's not around for the rest of the week, so thinking of doing another stream tomorrow actually. Not one of my regular days, but I'll do a bonus tomorrow maybe. I know Peter's streaming at 1 or at noon tomorrow Pacific time, so it won't be then. I'm gonna forget to stretch. Alright, let's stretch. Okay, the stretch's done. Yeah, so I'm thinking we'll do that tomorrow. And then my next regular stream is Friday again. And then Monday, obviously, after that, too. Good Charlotte is good. Yeah, so maybe what we'll do is we'll do that tomorrow. We'll stream again tomorrow. I'm not sure what time. Maybe I'll start at like 3 p.m. Pacific or something instead. I'm not going to try to do it like I'm covering Sim stream or anything like that, obviously. I'm not trying to like fill his time or anything like that. Nothing like that, but maybe we'll do that tomorrow. We'll do maybe some flying in SoCal. And then we'll do some more flying like in Southwest Alberta around Pincher Creek and stuff where all the other wind farms and stuff are actually. And then Friday we'll fly another area with some Badlands to fly around in. Check that out. Probably like Utah or something, I'm thinking. And then maybe we'll possibly do an airline flight too then on Friday as well. Yeah, so we'll plan on being back for 3 p.m. tomorrow. If Peter's done by then, obviously. Like, I don't want to start when Peter's streaming. I'll wait till Peter's done and then start. Peter's usually done around. His streams are usually like 2.5, 3 hours, I think. So he's usually ending around that time. So if he ends up going a little bit past 3 p.m., maybe I'll wait and I'll push it back to like 4 p.m. Pacific time instead. It's not going to be a long stream or anything if I do one tomorrow. Not if when I do one tomorrow. Because I'm still going to want to have dinner at a decent time and stuff too, like I've been trying to do lately. So yeah, we'll plan on doing that. But what I am going to do is see who we can pass the raid on to, the generosity from Okandu, actually. Actually, before we do that, I should say some thank yous, and there's a lot of them today because there's a lot of follows. Where did Moet go? Did he quit now? Oh no, there he is. Oh, now you're in the heli. All right, so going back, we had Wing Daddy came in with a follow. Thanks for that again, Wing Daddy, and thanks for flying along. And same with Private Pilot 0420. Thanks for that as well too, and flying along. And House, thank you for the resub for 6 months, and your Prime sub actually. And thanks for hanging out again today too. And actually, that'll work out good if I stream tomorrow too, because you're on your day off again. With your days off being different this week. And Okandu, thanks again for the raid. And thanks for the follow as well too. And thanks for hanging out for a bit earlier. Oh, I keep forgetting to click out of the sim so I'm not scrolling in and out or zooming in and out. And then Wendell, thanks for the follow as well too. I was surprised to see your name. But it was good to see you too. And I'm trying to remember. For some reason, I thought Muendo streamed. I'm not sure why. Maybe he does. I'll do a shout out just in case. I would feel bad if I missed it. There you go. It does do flight sim. I thought so. I couldn't remember for sure though. And Compacted, thanks you for the follow as well too. And Romeo Delta Alpha, thank you for the follow. I can't remember if I did a shout out for O Can Do or not, but I gotta make sure I do that again though to say thanks for the raid. And Bakes MC Gaming, thank you for the follow as well too. And Jersey, thank you for the follow. And M Suman, thank you for the follow. You have 60 followers thanks to me. Anytime house. And R2 says thank you for the follows again. And one day I'll figure out your name and say it right. And Jersey, thanks for flying along too earlier. I know you're not here anymore, but I do appreciate that though. I appreciate everybody that flown along today. Barbecue beef, Moet, private pilot. I'm trying to remember names without looking. Trying to get my brain working again. Wing Daddy. And Jersey, thanks as well too. The cat's playing with food for some reason again. Yeah, so let's see who we can raid. Why's that tink happening again? Let's go raid Tabletop Android. Yeah. Just make sure I'm spelling it right. All right. Thanks everybody for hanging out tonight. Thanks for flying along again. Thanks for the resub again, House. Thanks for all the follows, everybody. And thanks for the raid again, O Can Do. That was really awesome of you, and I really do appreciate that. I know there was lots of other people that deserve it a lot more, but thank you though. And yeah, we'll see you back here tomorrow, either 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. Pacific time. We'll see what time Peter ends and base it off that. But have a good night, everybody. We'll see you later. See ya, Iowa Scotsman. Hope you're having a good night. Hope your work's almost over. This is a better song to end on. Good night, barbecue beef. Peace out, house. Tomorrow we'll fly the plane again so we can jettison the canopy for you.